Alright, what's good, y'all? KIS here. Obviously, we gotta talk about it. Lili, got some buffs. 4 to be exact. I'm gonna say 3, because one of them I just don't know what you're supposed to do with it. But we'll get there in a sec. So for now, I'm gonna say 3. But the 3 seem pretty good. So she's, not totally like useless. She's still pretty underpowered if you compare her to a lot of the other female characters in this game, like Safina and like Julia. But she's definitely better now. That's a fact. She didn't get the buffs that I wanted exactly, but they did. Buff her core circle forward too. They're just the first part, and they made it to where it's only -9. But we'll get to all that in a second. I'm gonna just go down the list. It's not too much to go over, so it's not gonna be a super long video. I also think I found a tech trap or something like that involving her. The first one we're gonna talk about, which is her forward 3, and how on. Ooh, hold up a sec. And on how counter hit it launches now. And they also increase the range too of the move, I believe. Let me just double check that before I go running my mouth. They changed the move to send the opponent spinning when the move lands on counter. Nope, so they didn't increase the range, but it's a counter hit launcher now. So that's good. It's pretty good because I just was practicing some combos with it, and the damage is definitely there after you land that. That cannot be argued. It's just, when are you gonna actually like get that for a counter hit scenario? So that's my question to you guys. What's a good setup for 4-3? Because I've never even used the move. Unless I absolutely positively knew my opponent was gonna step to get out of the way of some pressure, or they did like a quick little poke or something like that, and they just did it just in case. They stepped just in case I went to retaliate, so I would do 4-3. They already made the range on this move better than what it used to be in previous Tekken games, so guess that's why they didn't give it another range buff. It goes pretty far already. Yeah, so they already buffed that, so I guess if they would have did it again, it would have been a little too good, even though I think it's 20 frames. Yeah, 20 frames on startup, so it's not like the fastest thing in the world, but it's a knee, so it can't be countered. Like when you fight against Asuka, a lot of Asukas would always beat this move a lot because they would try to parry after they would do something. And that was pretty funny. So that's good that it's got the range now. It's a knee, so it can't be countered. It's a tracking move, and now it's also a counter hit launcher. So that's pretty good considering what it used to be. It's got some versatility to it now, so that's good. The problem is how do we use this? Unless we're playing somebody that knows that to beat Lili and to really shut her out, all you have to do is just like step her because she's really linear. But if you're playing somebody and they're not stepping, when are you ever gonna find the time to use this as a counter hit tool? So let me know in the comments below what you guys normally use 4-3 for, other than like what I just said, like if your opponent's just stepping you a lot. I personally like to do the core circle forward 2, 14 frame startup. Tracking move goes really far, but that's just me. And we'll get to that move in a second, like I said before. But yeah, because this is good. This does some pretty good damage now. It always did good damage, but it just didn't have that counter hit launcher to it. So now that you got that, you could do all kinds of cool stuff with her now to get some good damage. But like I said, like when in the world am I ever going to use this? So let me know what you guys got on that one, because I got nothing. I'm not even going to try to act like I do, but I got nothing for this move. So that's one. That's the first one. Really good. A lot of versatility to it now. Good damage when you land it. Safe, obviously. Actually, what is this move on block? Let's see. Only -6 too. Woo. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I never used this move. I'm going to be using this more now. Holy crap. Plus 62, but obviously it was a counter launcher. But yeah, only -6. So I could see myself using that and then like testing the waters with like an up 4, 3+4. And then if I catch somebody with that because they try to like jab or something like that, I'm definitely gonna Matterhorn them. That's not even a question. I'm gonna do 4-3. They're gonna block it, and they're gonna try to jab check, and I'm gonna Matterhorn them. So that's one way I'm gonna be using that move more. But I still feel like that's like the big downfall to that move is when would you ever use it? Especially if now, pretty sure everybody's gonna be well aware of it. Maybe, but that's good though, because now that everybody knows, hey, you got a really good, far-reaching tracking move that can't be countered unless you're using like Leroy over here, or Geese, or Chin. I'm not gonna be able to retaliate on this character, and maybe that'll keep the sidestepping down to a minimum, and then you'll be able to start back up with your pressure. So maybe just having that move now in her arsenal, just having that tool, will make the matchups easier because the opponent will know, and they'll calm down with their movement. So that's good. So next, moving on, we got. This is the one that I just don't know what we're supposed to do with it. No, this is actually a good one. So the Power Crush, they made it to where it actually hits people down when you absorb a hit. It goes, let me read it exactly word for word. But that was like a big problem with this move. Somebody would do something, they would do like a string, or they would do something from kind of far away, and you would try to bait. You would see it coming, so you do your Power Crush to get that knockdown. And her Power Crush isn't great when it hits anyways because they go kind of far. But you can do like a dash in and go for like some kind of mix-up, or just dash back or dash in, because the way that they landed leaves you in like a really good Oki spot. But there would be so many times the opponent would do a move and you would use her Power Crush to absorb a hit and then knock them down, but it would just whiff. It was crazy. I don't understand. It says reduce the strength of the pushback and made the move easier to land. So the reduce the strength of the pushback is exactly what I was just talking about. Like when somebody jabs you or they do a move and you absorb it with the Power Crush, she would like go back a little bit, and it would just whiff, and then you would get punished. So you would take a hit, you would absorb a hit, lose health, and then get punished again and lose more health. It was really messed up. So it made the move like completely useless. But it also says that they increase the range of the attack when successfully stopping opponent's attack. That, I don't know, it kind of sounds like the same thing. It kind of sounds like it has something to do with, no, okay, I get it. So they reduce the pushback, so she doesn't go anywhere when it absorbs the hit. And she also goes forward when she absorbs the hit. So you definitely will either get the hit, or if they did something fast enough, you'll be right back there in front of them. So that also means they can get an easier punish on you. Because there was a couple times where I would do the move, it would do that pushback thing. It would, and then I would absorb the hit. Then they would try to punish, but I would have recovered it enough time and, you know, hit them with something like Rage Art or something crazy, depending on who I'm playing and what I know what they like to do. So they kind of made it good and bad, because now when you commit to it, if they do something that's fast enough, or if they didn't do anything at all and it gets blocked, they're definitely going to get the punish on you. But on the flip side, if they did do something and you timed it correctly and you used the move properly, you're going to get that hit and that knockdown and that good Oki. So that's kind of, they've been doing that with everything with Lili since season 1, with the exception of like getting rid of or making her Core Circle 4-2-1 like -13, stuff like that. But pretty much everything else, I mean, anytime you see like some kind of nerf, they would also buff some kind of aspect to the move as well. So that's good that they're not just trying to like bury her completely. They kind of hit her kind of hard when season 3 hit, but these 2 buffs right here brought her back up a little bit, at least in my opinion. So that's good. The third one is the one that I just do not understand what you're supposed to do at all with it. And that's the manual back turn, the back 3+4. It's 15 frames now, it used to be 19. So it does look really fast. But what the hell am I supposed to use this for? Other than like taunting after you went around. I'm definitely going to do that a lot. Especially if I know that like taunting gets into my opponent's head in the next round, they're going to start making a butt ton of mistakes because they're mad and they just want to get in and beat me up. I'm definitely going to use this. But I guess you could like when you're in, after you get that knockdown, like I said with this, you can dash in and then go for something real quick that gives them 5 less frames for them to come up with some kind of a plant. But I don't know. Ooh, okay, maybe you could use it for something like that. You could do like the knockdown, dash in, and then when they go to jab or whatever to check, you can do it's kind of like the same thing you do with flip. You do flip and you hold down back, and then she goes back a good chunk, and then you can do while standing 2 to like catch jabs and whatnot. So it looks like you can do the same thing with this. Maybe it goes in conjunction with the power crush, dash in, and then you do that. But I don't know. This doesn't seem that good to me. It looks funny, so I do appreciate that. And it being 5 frames faster is always good. I'm sure somebody will find some type of tech involving that, or some kind of. It seems like it would be used more for a mix-up than for like solid play. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. It seems like you have to play Lili a whole lot more solid nowadays anyways, so having this like gimmick probably isn't going to help her as much, unless it's like for a final hit scenario. You know, you just landed a hit, you dash in, and then they gotta guess, like, is he going to do the down 4 from back turn, or is he going to do back 2, or whatever. But I'm not sure what else you would use that for, other than for a mix-up after a knockdown, or a mix-up after you get like a wall splat or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know what the point behind that was. It seems like they should have did something like that for this, like all of her back turn moves, the moves that you can transition into back turn. It seems like they should have just did that to make that faster, so that way it definitely would be, you know, a guess on their part, and it would be like really good for you to use that as well. But I don't know. I mean, she has it. It's faster. I'm sure faster is always better when it comes to fighting games. Well, not always, but most of the time it is. So who knows? Maybe we'll figure something else out with that. And then last but not least, we got my favorite one. They finally did something with the quarter circle forward 2, which is her farthest reaching tracking move. And that is they made it safe on block. It's only -9 now. It used to be -10, so you got jabbed just for doing that. Or you would have to, you know, delay the second hit to catch something bigger too. Like if they went for most people that have played, if they were better, they would go for like a crouch jab after they see the first part of this. So I would delay the second hit, and that would catch the crouch jab. But now you don't have to. You just use this as a way to get in on a sidestepping opponent. Especially since this is way faster. It's only 14 as opposed to the 20 frame forward 3. And some people are telling me that you can hit confirm quarter circle forward 2-1. I have tried. I literally sat in a practice room like I am right now, and I tried for like 2 hours with the AI set to be random and to press buttons sometimes and not press buttons other times, and I couldn't get it. So if somebody has like a video on that, if somebody hit confirming quarter circle forward 2-1 and how to do it, please let me know what that link is, because that was definitely something I would like to learn. I learned how to hit confirm while standing 1-2. Like if I see this and it gets blocked, I know not to press the second button, but which is weird because this is faster. But for some reason I got this down, and I don't have this down. But I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird. Play with my thumbs as opposed to playing claw. So stuff like doing her rage drive is real annoying for me too, because I have to change my hand placement, stuff like that. So I'm already weird when it comes to playing fighting games anyways, because I'm a thumb player as opposed to a claw player. But definitely if somebody has any information on hit confirming this, if it's possible, please let your boy know, because that would be amazing. And that's pretty much it. She got, like I said, she got 3 buffs, and then one little gimmicky thing where you just hold back and keep tapping 3+4, and you can use that for mix. A really big guess, I guess, if you want to go for this sweep or whatever, because that's also a tracking move. So if you know they're gonna try to step when they see this, which is dumb. Anytime you see Lili go back turn, just wait for it, because all her options are pretty slow. 23. Oops. That one's pretty fast, actually. Did I say 13? Is that 13? Really? Yeah, I did. Alright, so I take it back. This is actually pretty quick. 13. But it's also punishable. It's jab punishable. 14, that's okay. This is steppable though. At least, this move is weird. I see some people step it and then some other people try to step it and they get hit by it still. I don't know what's up with that. But again, without trying to go too far off track, I have no clue what you're supposed to use this for, other than what I said. But what do you guys think about her? Obviously she's better, that can't be denied. They fixed the power crush problem, which I'll show what the problem was at the end of the video, as to what would happen a lot. I'll throw in like a small little clip as to what that was and why it shouldn't happen anymore thanks to the buff, but we'll never know. We won't know until we'll never know. We'll know once we get some matches in with her. But hopefully she can actually use this as a get off me tool now, because that's one of her weaknesses as well. Other than being linear, she doesn't have any safe or safe-ish get off me moves. So that would be good if you could use that and it did what it was supposed to do, like everybody else's Fire Crush. But other than that, everything else seems really good. Everything seems solid. I like it. She got some big boy damage from this counter hit meme now, so that's good. She can do up to like 90 something with it now from when I was testing it out. Just from the couple minutes that I was practicing with it, she can do some pretty big damage if I get it right. Oh no! Don't make me look bad. Oops! I'm looking bad. I'm looking real bad. Oh my god! What the hell? What the hell? Oh, well, I was doing it earlier. I was doing it. I don't get it. I hate it when I practice something and I get it right the very first time, and then after that, I could just never get it after that. But I assure you, you can definitely get some big damage off this. Just for some reason, I cannot land it right now. What the hell? What the hell? Wow. It's not saying I'm doing the forward dash after I land. 4 or 3. Might just be my controller though. Or I'm just bad. I haven't played with her in a while, so definitely rusty. But I did it like on my very first attempt after I read the notes. Hold up. Now I'm not gonna stop until I get this shit. What the fuck? Whoa! Come on. What? Oh no. What the hell? Maybe I'm doing the 4-4-3 too slow. Wow, hold up. Maybe I gotta delay it. Yeah, okay. So I gotta wait for a second. Okay, alright, hold up. Hold up. I gotta wait for a second. Wow. I literally did this on my very first try, guys. I swear. What? Alright, it's definitely not the controller. It's definitely just me being bad at Tekken. What? You could definitely do it. Hold up. Okay, I see what I'm missing. I'm missing the cancel after I do 4-4-3 and then the dash. I see it. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. I don't know why I'm not getting that. Hold on, so I gotta do that. Wait. So first you gotta do 4-3. Then you gotta wait. Then you gotta do 4-2-3. Then 4-4-3 again with the forward. It's not that tight. I don't get what's going on. Ugh. Wow, my 4-2's not coming out. What the hell? Wow. I'm bad. I'm very bad at this game. Literally did this on my very first attempt, and now I can't get it. The combo I'm trying to do is counter hit 4-3, dash, slight dash, 4-2-3. 4-4-3 into the do glide cancel. Then after you do the do glide cancel, you do another 4-2-3, and then you can do rage art. I swear to God. I did it on my very first try, but now my 4-2-3 isn't coming out, and it just keeps coming out as 4-3. It's saying I'm not doing the dash, the do glide cancel. And I don't know why, because I'm definitely... Oh! Finally! Holy shit, I'm gonna have to practice that. Yeah, and you get 92 damage. I am so sorry that took so long. It's been a minute since I've played with Lili and used combos that involved do glide cancels. I normally just don't use it, but with that 4-3 counter hit, it's definitely something we're gonna have to use more now for the big damage. So I'm gonna have to learn that again, as you guys clearly just saw me failing super hard. But one last thing I wanted to point out was something else that I found with the 4-3 counter hit scenario. So, matter of fact, I'll just say that for another video because I didn't want to make this one that long anyways, but it involves using an unblockable. And for some reason, whenever wherever they do a quick roll left, right, or they just try to hold forward, it looks like the unblockable hits if they tech. You can back roll it obviously, but if they tech, the unblockable hits. But I'll go more into that in the next video. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments below. I'm trash. I can't believe it took me that long to get that combo just now. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.